Guys, what's going on? It's Martin69, aka Uchi, with your weekly Naruto chapter review. I just got done reading Naruto. I'll do Bleach after this, but Obito is crazy. Yo, he's on some type of freaking shit right now. Okay, first thing, spoiler alert. I always spoiler alert, okay? If you haven't freaking read your Naruto, catch up immediately. Alright. This flashback is probably one of the greatest flashbacks ever. Right now, Obito witnessed Kakashi killing Rin. In the event, they both got the Mangekyo Sharingan at the same time. Cause he freaking witnessed Kakashi doing this, and I guess since the both eyes were in the same kind of distance or whatever, that's how they got the Mangekyo Sharingan. Kakashi faints, but meanwhile, I think the whole reason why he did it in the first place was because the clan or the war, the fight that was going on, had the what's it called the clan that Haku was in, the blood, the something with the blood and the mist. I forget exactly. I'm sorry about that. But this clan was trying to obtain Rin's body for some reason. I guess the only way that they could prevent them from having her is to kill her. And that, unfortunately, that's probably why Kakashi did it. I mean, you don't just freaking Chidori somebody for no reason. So he did that in an effort to, prevent them from getting her. And I bet you she probably told him to do it, because Kakashi wouldn't have never done that shit. So, of course, this is set up for Obito to see this and then, like, finally feel all this emotion. And now that with his Mangekyo Sharingan and the fuse with Zetsu, he is now a completely better Uchiha than he's ever been before. I mean, he's got the Mangekyo Sharingan, but he's been doing Mokuton Jutsu. He's been doing that wood element on all these people. They've been trying to kill him, and they've been missing him. They've been going through him with the space-time shit, like he was doing on Naruto in the current thing right now. And it's unfortunate because, like, I don't even know how to put it right now. It's just so crazy that, and then the Zetsu says, now I understand why Madara chose you, but it's like, they're probably going to have to explain that next week, because that can mean anything. I mean, here you have this kid who could barely do anything. He got activated his Sharingan in a death situation to protect his friends, and now he's doing fucking the first Hokage's jutsu now that he's fused with Zetsu. So, and then he did some crazy jutsu where, it was, you see huge tree branches and they were just piercing through all these clan members. And at the end, he says, "Where am I?" And he says, "I must be in hell," or something like that. I mean, it was a really great chapter. I read it pretty fast, but my opinion, or my thoughts, my prediction is next week we're going to see something involving Obito, of course, and possibly Madara, saying how, like, he'll probably go, this will be the time where Obito will finally make that crossover, that drastic change to what he is now. He's a complete and total opposite of what he was as a child. Now that he's older and he's seen what looks to be like a betrayal, the only reason why we see this drastic change is because Kakashi did want him to protect Rin. He had that love for Rin, and now that she's dead from the hands of Kakashi, why wouldn't you see a drastic change? So there's the drastic change. Now, are we gonna see Naruto and the other crew? Are we gonna go back into the current and see what's going on? I don't think so. Not right now. Not yet. If anything, it'll be at the end of next week's chapter for like a page or two. But in all honesty, I really don't think that we're gonna be seeing any current things or events going on right now in Naruto. Um, it's still gonna be flashback. Like I said before, I feel like Madara is gonna come out and we're gonna have a little dialogue going on between him and Obito, and we'll see from there. So that's your chapter review. I definitely give this chapter a 9 out of 10. Just because of the fact, I mean, I don't know. There was really nothing about it to make it like. I mean, I don't know. I guess I could give it a 10 in the sense because that action was crazy. I really am looking forward to seeing how when it's animated next year because that's probably about around the time it's going to be out. So look forward to Bleach. All right, so Bleach, yeah, not a bad chapter. I'm telling you, and now it's just the last arc. Things are gonna get popping, and so we see things are getting popping. Like for example, freaking Shigekuni Yamamoto is now dead. He died standing where he was. You actually see him get sliced. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Um, he's then the guy that killed him. I keep forgetting his name, but he gives a little speech to his dead body. I think he cuts off his hand. Well, not his own hand, but he cuts off Yamamoto's hand with the sword that he was holding on to. And then he says to him that, you know, when he started the 13 divisions way back when, it was just a group of bloodthirsty people. And that, and that ever since they annihilated the Quincy's, the truth was that 13 divisions died thousands of years ago as well, which is some really pretty powerful words if you ask me. And then, you know, then he declares that they violate the Soul Society. So now then you see another Stern Ritter, and I guess what it looks like, he summons their rebel army, and they just stampede in the Soul Society. They're destroying everything, everybody. You see an image of Ikaku, and he's just looking up at at everyone, and the army's just running by him and everything. Everyone's getting trampled. But at the end of the chapter, there's an explosion, and this guy is like a little worried, and he said, "What's that? What's this explosion? It happens from the sky." So who knows what it is? I mean, I can't even say what it could be. If anything, it could be Ichigo, and he broke out of his prison, and we may see him with some new powers or some shit like that. I've been calling Hollow Form Return, because, it's your last arc, is the last time you'll ever see Bleach, in manga form like that, unless Tite decides that, you know what, he's gonna, do another series related to it. And you gotta have a Hollow Form return. So, I mean, if it happens, it happens. That'd be sick. But yeah, so right now, all I can really say is that it sucks that Yamamoto had to die like that. But if you really think about it, did you really think that he was gonna be whooping on this dude that was apparently this strong and did this many things so easily? Of course not. It was a freaking copy the whole time, and it was. And unfortunately, the Captain Commander of Soul Society had to die. But right now, we have other things to worry about. Like right now, this whole army is about to, come in and violate the Soul Society. Also, I do predict, and I also personally would like to see Aizen come back into this whole thing. I feel like as if that they're going to release him from prison, and he's gonna help fight. However, this is gonna be crazy because I don't know how Ichigo is gonna manage to do away with them, or do away with him yet again, like on top of all these Quincy's right now. So, I mean, we're definitely gonna see a Getsuga Tensho. We're definitely gonna see Getsuga. We're gonna see Hollows. We're gonna see all this. We're gonna see freaking full brings. We're gonna see a Super Bankai. We're gonna see some crazy stuff in Bleach. So, I mean, as far as which chapter won me over this week, I'm definitely gonna have to stick with Naruto. Um, just because of the fact that, you know, we're seeing more of how Obito's character developed and how it became to what it is today. Compared to Bleach, we just saw, you know, the Captain Commander's dead body, and then like this guy gave a speech about how, in his opinion, the 13th Divisions died thousands of years ago, right along when the Quincy's got exterminated, and we see an explosion. So I mean, in you know, whatever, like the explosion at the end is basically just, you know, something for the readers to be like, oh, I want to know what that explosion was all about, of course. But with Naruto, it's not just, you know, one thing. It's like, well, what's gonna happen with, you know, how he saw Kakashi kill Rin, and if Madara will come back and talk to him, or come out and talk to him, and like where like he's standing in the middle of this basically bloodbath of, you know, people that he just killed. So basically anything can happen from here on out with Naruto. So I mean, you know, it's not, I'm not even being biased in all honesty, because Naruto honestly just won me over. Sometimes Bleach has won me over as well, but so that's your Bleach and Naruto chapter review. I give both these chapters, you know, 9s. And look forward to next week's chapter review, as well as all the other videos that I post up. So I'll see you guys.